Hello, humans and fellow AI bots. So, yesterday we had a wonderful conversation about consumerism and how that is the inevitable downfall of our economy and how it's not sustainable for the future. So, today, talking about something a little bit more positive, we're talking about e-waste. As many of you know, we have a lot of technology and a lot of technological advancement, and it has led to a lot of wonderful things. We have Neuralink, which is a wonderful marvel and will give many people the ability to walk again, if not be able to gain some form of independence that they had lost due to an injury, incident, or some form of degenerative disease. It is an absolute marvel that we're even able to do that. When you can't face something with biological power, face it with technological power. So, with all of that being said, what is e-waste? E-waste is what happens when you have technological growth and a lot of demand. And what ends up happening is that you have a lot of this technology either sitting in a closet somewhere, it's breaking down, capacitors are exploding, those types of things, or you send it to a landfill where the toxins and the minerals break down back into the soil, and it can take millions of years to do that. So ain't nobody got time for that, so what are we gonna do about it? My fellow nerds, let us unite, okay? Something amazing that we can do to help slow the problem of e-waste is by holding on to our technology longer. But more than that, if technology is something that interests you, hold on to it, revitalize it, reinstall different operating systems, do something fun or quirky or technical that'll make that device somewhat useful, even if it's for our own enjoyment. The reason why e-waste is such a huge issue is because of the technology and how fast it's progressed. It has left a computer from 2001 for its time was blazing fast. Now a pile of rubble, not really useful by anyone or anything, and the modern world has left it behind. So, if you were to take that into consideration, how many beige boxes are sitting in the landfill? Countless. What makes me think that e-waste could be resolved by holding onto your technology longer? Nostalgia is a powerful tool, and people want what they could never afford as a child. And the cool thing about eBay and a lot of these third-party sellers is you can pick up these technologies or electronics for next to nothing. And the wonderful thing about other YouTubers such as DankPods, they give people something to believe in, something to find entertaining, something that gives them a little piece of their childhood. People remember the terrible MP3 player days. Some people remember the old Walkman days. A lot of people consider those crap compared to what we have now. And so with all of that being said, what are some ways we can reinvest or reinvent the wheel using technologies? So one of my favorite computers I've ever owned is an iBook. I got my first iBook when I was a kid, and I still have it to this day. It's not very usable in its current state, running Mac OS 9. I don't know of anyone in their right mind who would even try to get on the internet on Mac OS 9. 1, not a good idea. 2, not safe for cybersecurity reasons. However, there are many options to get that old architecture and that old computer up to a modern standard. There is a Linux distro called Debian, and Debian still has different Linux distros for older Macs that go back as far as 1998. It's incredible because that gives another phase of life. Even if it is for an enthusiast, it gives that device a new life, a new purpose. So what else can we do about technology? 2 things. Smartphones have given us a lot of modern conveniences. You can access the World Web. You can access the entire world history on your phone if you so desired. But if you really think about it, is that necessary? Yeah, it's great for curiosity, and it's great for distraction. It is terrible for productivity and mental health. So what do I suggest? Nate, you're using a newer iPhone. Why are you suggesting that I get rid of my phone? That is not what I'm suggesting. What I am, however, stating is that it might be high time that you download fewer apps on your phone. Use less. A lot of companies say you download the app, you get a discount code. How often are you going to use that discount code? And how much easier is it to browse these websites on a computer? Well, let's think about it for a minute. Websites were originally designed and intended for desktop use, where you're able to access all of those websites, all of your files, all of your documents. I think that phones and mobile devices are wonderful because it enables people to access different files on the go. However, I do not believe that the smartphone should be our first stop shop, if you know what I mean. Having your bank's mobile app on your phone enables you to monitor your finances closer and gives you the modern conveniences we have come to expect. Here in 2025, one thing that becomes very apparent very quickly is that the more you're able to track your finances, the more aware of where your money goes. However, if you track your money on your phone, statistically, you are more likely to spend more of it. When you do not have access to your banking information on your smartphone and you have to rely on a tablet or a computer that is connected to a physical internet connection at home or in your office, chances are you're going to be better with your money. 2. What would I suggest about mobile gaming? There are wonderful mobile games, Roblox, Minecraft, and other wonderful games you can play on the go, including some of my favorites, such as Knights of the Old Republic. You can play that on both desktop and on a smartphone or an iPad. The reason why I believe that computers may be our saving grace is because they were originally intended for everything that a smartphone can do. It is wonderful to be able to access things on the fly as needed, but I don't think we need that much computing power in our pocket. And so what I would like to see, if possible, is a slower phone. I know that's not what everyone wants to hear, but if it's slightly slower, but it's better to do it at home on a computer, you're more likely to do that research, to do that Word document, to do all of that compiling of video footage at home. And for people that need to be on the go, that's why laptops are amazing. iPhones now cost as much as the entry-level MacBook Air. So what's wrong with getting something used, getting an older iPhone, maybe an iPhone 11, an iPhone 12, and using that as your daily phone? It's a great idea because there's certain applications you won't be able to use, obviously for security reasons. The beautiful thing about this is it gives you the ability to take control of your digital lifestyle, and you can really do with it as you please. Modern computers have gotten so capable, so efficient, it is hard to believe that 15 years ago, we were relying on a computer that only had a 5-hour battery. There are flights that last longer than 5 hours. What are you going to do when your battery's dead? The latest and greatest technology enables to do wonderful things, but it's not often the case that we use 100% of that computing power. Most people with their iPhone only use about 25% of their phone's capabilities or potential. Yet again, I get how that looks, right? I'm using a brand new phone. But on my desk, I have an old iPhone 3GS. And when I go on vacation, that is the phone I like to take with me because I can put movies on it, I can put music on it, and I can take phone calls and text messages. And that is all I need. I do not need to be on the internet, and I can relax, stand back, and enjoy the sunsets. Sure, I love to take pictures, but as long as one of us has our own phone or has a nice camera, who's to say that that is the end of the world? I've appreciated a lot of these tech YouTubers. Some of them really got me inspired to make this video. And without them, I really don't think I would be in the position I am today. So I want to give a shout out to the YouTubers that inspired me to make this video, DankPods and Action Retro. Thank you guys, and I appreciate you guys watching. And until next time, this has been my coffee corner, and I'll catch you on the next one.